exercises with the foam roller today. I've got a really long foam roller. You can have a shorter one. You're just going to want a high density foam roller. If you have the ones that have the little ridges and are super hard, it might be uncomfortable with some of these exercises. So this is the kind that I recommend. I can put links down below for where you can find one like this. Let's get started with a couple of exercises. So we're going to put the foam roller out on the mat. And come to a seated position. Really let your sit bones sink in. Find a neutral position of the pelvis where the hips are in line with the pubic bone. And now we're going to take it out of neutral by taking a pelvic curl. So we're going to take that pubic bone and pull it forward, rolling forward as we do so. Abdominals engage right here. And then inhale as we return back. So you're going to feel your sits bones roll across the foam roller. So right here, exhale, tilts forward. Inhale, return. Good. Exhaling, tilts. And try not to move the legs too much. Let this all be in the pelvis. Exhale. Tilting forward and rolling back. As you're doing this here, make sure that you're not thrusting yourself forward. It's coming from your pubic bone, tilting forward, tuck forward, and that's what's rolling you forward on your foam roller. Not a forcible roll, and you're not using your feet to take the roll, right? Exhale, tucking forward. Inhale, return. Good. Now sitting up nice and tall on our foam roller, growing tall out of the hips. If you have trouble when you're sitting flat on the mat with a little slouching here and it's hard to sit up or tall, this might help to come and do some sitting on the foam roller. We'll go ahead and reach through our spine a little bit. Bring the hands into prayer pose right here, and we're going to exhale, twist to the side. Inhale, return back to center. Exhale, twist to the side. Think about keeping your hips here absolutely still. So we don't want to be moving. And if you watch your feet, if your feet are shifting and your knees are shifting, that means you're shifting right here. We're going to keep that just all still. Exhale. And you can see for me, this is a small range of motion. Don't drive it forward with the shoulder. Let it come from the obliques right here. Exhale. Twist as if you're wringing that air out. Inhaling, return. So we don't want a huge, huge range of motion. We just want to be gently twisting through the spine. Don't force it. Good. And coming back to center. Right here, we're going to roll off of our foam roller. Bring it up over top of the legs. And we're going to go into the roll-up utilizing our foam roller. So we're going to start by reaching forward, sweeping out. And then as you take back, tuck the pubic bone forward, roll down one vertebrae at a time. Lift that foam roller up and over on the inhale. Exhale, bringing back down to the legs. As we tuck the pubic bone up, tuck the chin forward, roll up smoothly, and take that foam roller just down the legs. We'll just let our arms roll over the foam roller. Lifting up nice and tall right here, and then exhale as we scoop and hollow back. Grab a hold of the edge of that foam roller. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin to chest, roll forward. If you're having trouble getting up, you can place that foam roller down and really push through it and help you to get up there. Now, if a full roll up is not happening for you, just roll back to wherever you can control and then roll on forward and stack up through the spine nice and tall. And then roll back. Use the foam roller. Walk your fingers across it. Hang on to it. And lift up. Utilize it as a simple tool, right? Reaching out and back up. Now, bending the legs in. Taking the foam roller down. We're going to do some bridge work, but we're going to take away some stability by placing our feet on the foam roller. Of course, anytime that we're removing stability, we need to use care and caution because this can roll away, right? So taking the feet parallel, toes facing forward, knees parallel and facing forward, making sure that they're not splaying out or caving in here. We're going to inhale to prepare, and we're in a nice neutral pelvis. We're going to take this out of neutral by tucking the pubic bone forward, just like we did sitting up. So So on the exhale, we're gonna tuck the pubic bone forward. Now our low back presses into the mat, and now we roll up one vertebrae at a time. So you're feeling your hamstrings a whole lot more in this unstable, instable surface right here. Inhale at the top and exhale, rolling down the same way you came, one vertebrae at a time. I did several more before starting to press record of these, and I'm feeling it. Exhale, rolling up. Inhale at the top and exhale, roll down one vertebrae at a time. Really articulate through the spine. So continue on here. What we want to avoid is just thrusting the hips forward and dropping down, right? So we want to tuck the pubic bone forward, low back presses into the mat. We flatten out right there, lift the whole way up. We want to be in a nice straight line here from the knees down to the shoulders. So don't extend so far forward that you're feeling in your low back and that your rib cage flares. In Pilates, we just come to a nice straight line and roll down one vertebrae at a time. Now really use those hands. You can stabilize here and press into the mat. That's okay. Exhale as you come up. Or you can challenge yourself at the top and take the hands up overhead and bring back down as you roll down. So you really have a lot of options to play with right here. Good. Go ahead and push those legs out. Next, we're going to go into some back support or a reverse plank. That's easier for you to think about. So we're going to take the feet parallel on top of your foam roller, and I just got mine just below my ankles right here. We're going to slide out so it's going to come up higher on our legs. So I'm sitting up nice and tall. My fingertips are facing forward towards my feet. I'm going to sit back right here. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift up, press out of those arms. Nice straight plank through the body, hips nice and high, and drawing back in, rolling back on that foam roller. And lifting up right here, drawing back in. Now you can keep your hips from touching down at all and stay supported, push up out of your hands, rolling out. Or you can come completely down and relax when you come back. Lift up and down. Now I like to keep my neck in line with the spine here, with just the chin tucking forward and my gaze straight ahead of me. And bringing in, you can play around with that. Good, let's take just two more. For my motion here with my breath, I'd like to exhale as I'm lifting up. Inhale to support, nice straight line. Don't let those hips sag. Press up, push up out of your calves right there. And exhale as I come back down. Good. Okay, get those wrists and arms ready for some work. Right here. We're gonna come into a push-up. Now, this really makes it challenging to be on the foam roller for the push-ups. So if you feel completely not stable and it's not comfortable, don't do it. You can either hold a plank up here on the foam roller, which will start out right here. So we're just gonna press one leg straight away and lift back into that plank. As you can see, it's really challenging my core and my arm stability right here because I don't have a nice stable surface. I'm up a little bit higher. You can come down right here. So you can stay in a plank or you can join me by lowering down into push-ups. And you can just, if you can only lower down a little bit, just come right there. Make sure that you're physically able to get back up. But again, if you don't feel safe, bring your push-ups down to the mat or hold a plank. So right here, I'm gonna step back into my plank position. I'm gonna inhale to prepare and exhale, keeping the elbows into the body, lower down and press up. Good. For 2, 3, this is shaking quite a bit here. 4, which really has me working to stabilize, and 5. Pressing up. Good. We can challenge our plank here a little bit by putting our toes on as well. So we can walk it out, come into a plank, and have our feet up right here. Now watch that pelvis come down into a nice straight line and holds. Breathing deeply here, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Let's take for 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower down. Whew. A lot of work for the wrist, so let's take a little stretch right here. Go ahead and turn the wrist over so that the fingertips are facing back behind you. And just sit here for a moment. Let the pressure of the body push down through those wrists. And then you can start to lean away. To wherever's comfortable. You're going to feel some sensation through the wrist as you're stretching, but you don't want to feel any sharp stabbing pain. So just be mindful. Good. And let's turn our fingertips so that they're facing in. And just press down right here. Reach away and you can take the body weight up and over. Back. Just paying attention to what's comfortable. And finally turning the wrist down. Breathing up and over. My wrists usually don't get too sore. I do a lot of body weight and stuff, but it is very different when you come on the foam roller with your wrists if you're holding a plank there or doing push-ups. So your wrists are working really hard there. Let's bring it up. So let's pay attention to them. Because those stretches felt really intense right there. Okay, just circle out the wrists. Okay, right here. I'm going to come down to my forearms. We'll give the wrists a break. We're going to put the legs up onto the foam roller. And we want to come just below the knees, really. And when we exhale, we're going to roll up and in, tuck the knees up nice and high, and just your feet are right above your ankles is going to come onto the foam roller. Nice, strong plank position. Tuck in. You can certainly come up into a full plank here, or if you're giving those wrists a break, right here is just fine. This is lots of core work right here. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, extend out. Good. Make sure that your hips aren't dipping here. You're not getting around through your back. That's not good for the low back. Keep nice and supported. If you need to take breaks, do it. Let's take 2 more. This is also quite intense on the shins. This is where you don't want the hard foam rollers with ridges. Good. Coming down right here. Let's push back into a rest pose. All right, if you want to try something a little bit more challenging, come along with me. If this isn't happening, it's no big deal. This is just bonus round for that core. Okay, so we're going to come up and place the toes really just on this foam roller. Come into a plank, stabilize. We'll inhale through here, and on the exhale, we're going to pike the hips up. Feet press into the foam roller, and then roll back out nice and straight. Exhale, squeezing up. Inhaling, return. Not easy, my friends. Bringing up. But if you're doing this along with me, it's because you wanted a challenge, yeah? Right back down. Really control that. Stabilize. If you don't feel safe doing it, don't do it. You know your body. And bring right down. That roll off right there was meant to be more graceful. Didn't work. Pressing out right here, rest pose. And stretch through the wrist. Okay. Grab that foam roller. Lay it down right here. And we're going to come lay it back so that our hips are over top of the foam roller. So we're not doing any rolling things. I don't recommend ever rolling the low back right here. Just keep the hips up. And if you've got a nice long one, then you can rest your hands right here on the foam roller. We're going to float the legs up into tabletop right here. Hips resting down. Making sure you're nice and stable on that foam roller. We're going to inhale to prepare here. On the exhale, we're going to reach one leg out and away. And inhale, return. Good. Another side. Reaching out. And bringing it back in. Really stabilize through the pelvis. Draw back in. And in. One more set. One more each side. Making sure the pubic bone isn't moving. It's holding right here in neutral, which the foam roller helps with. Holding right here, we'll do a little leg switch. One toe is going to come down towards the ground, and we're going to switch back and forth. Your breathing pattern can go quick inhale and exhale with every drop, or you can take exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Good. Bring both knees up together. Now that we feel really stable right there, we're going to take both legs up to 90 degrees right here. Good. And right here, we're going to go ahead and let our legs fall open to the sides, stretch, and bring back together. Good. This is the opening right here, and bring back together. And although we're not on an apparatus, this foam roller helps us to be able to exercise. Bring back together. Now we're going to do little leg circles right here. So we're going to lower down the legs, circle out about shoulder width apart and back together. We keep these nice and tight. Down, out, and around, circle back together. Good, stabilize. Holding on.
Thank you so much for joining me in the studio today for this foam roller class. If you loved working on the foam roller and you want to see more, please let me know in the comments below. I will see you next time in the studio.